Hi, my name is Bob Brenneman. I'm a realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina. Today we're going to talk about Folly Beach. Folly Beach is one of 3 resort islands that kind of encircle the peninsula of Charleston, Isle of Palms, Sullivan's Island, and on the south end is Folly Beach. Folly Beach has a pretty long history, dates back to 1689 is what some of my research has uncovered. And it was originally, ironically, named Coffin Island, which from what I've been told was when the boats would come in back in the 1600s, they didn't want to bring in dead bodies into Charleston Harbor because they'd be quarantined, so they would push the bodies off the boat and they would float up onto Folly Beach, which was Coffin Island at the time. Since then, things have changed a lot, and Folly it's a really cool place. It's eclectic, it's kind of bohemian. It's very laid back, and it's totally different, in my opinion, from Isle of Palms and Sullivan's Island. You've got a cool little business district as you ride on to Folly. You cross over the Folly River and you come into the downtown Folly area, and you've got restaurants and bars. I like Rita's, I like Snapper Jack's. They've got a crepe stand. It's different. It's not your usual island, at least as far as Charleston goes. Folly Beach has 2 distinct ends, I think, of the island. The west end is the more quiet, less trafficked end. It's where the county park is. Prices on that end of the island tend to be just a little higher than the east end. The east end of the island is where the Folly Beach washout is, which is some of the best surfing, at least in this area, and I've heard on the east coast, is down that end. Further down Folly, on the east end, you have Morris Island. And Morris Island has some very rich history, and it's an island that has a lighthouse on it that continues to manage to stay up. It's been around for a long time, but the water comes in, and you can walk out there on low tide. You can actually walk out from Folly onto Morris Island, and it's very pretty, quaint. But the east end of the island affords you, if you're purchasing real estate, to have oceanfront views, and then off the back you have Tidal Creek. So it's kind of unique in that there isn't really like anything like that in Charleston, that you can have the more or less oceanfront house, again with Tidal Creek and a dock in your backyard. Folly also has what is at least marketed as the longest fishing pier on the East Coast, and that's the Folly Pier. People fish off of that, you can surf around it, and it's got a little boardwalk. It ties into a county park area, and it's a nice tie-in to Folly Beach. You've got some condominiums there, a good mix of that. Single families line the island, kind of loose building codes on Folly Beach. I mean, loose in that there's not really a homeowners association for the single family. So you kind of have, it's shabby chic, I think is the way to describe it. Some of the houses, gorgeous. Some of the houses need a little bit of work, but that's kind of the character of Folly Beach. If you're looking for condominiums, there's oceanfront condominiums, Charleston Oceanfront Villas being one of them. There's an oceanfront hotel as you come onto the island called the Tides. So you have a lot of accommodation options. It's very close to downtown Charleston, so if you're on Folly, you can get to downtown Charleston fairly easy. Depending on the time of the year, what I tell people about Folly Beach is that it's all the things that I've said so far, but the downside, in my opinion, to Folly Beach is getting out there at peak times. I have no tolerance for traffic, so I'm probably the worst person to talk about it. But during the high beach season, in the mornings on a Saturday, trying to get out there to show houses sometimes can be a little bit of work because of the amount of people that are going out there. And the main road out there is Folly Road, and it's one way in, one way off. They are widening the road and building a new bridge out there, but I don't know how much that's going to help with getting people on and off the island. Well, that wraps up our talk today on Folly Beach. Again, my name is Bob Brenneman with the Brenneman Group. If you have any questions about Folly Beach or any of the other resort islands around Charleston, please feel free to give me a call at 843-345-6074, or you can always visit my website that's devoted to Folly Beach, which is at follybeachproperty.net. Thanks so much, y'all.